Welcome back to the Collector's channel, where I give you my LEGO investing opinion. This is for entertainment value only, it's not financial advice. Today I take a deep dive into the LEGO Ideas theme. From 2010 to 2023, the overall Ideas theme has had an average annual growth of only 4.58%. This seems almost impossible, and it's nowhere near good enough if you invest in LEGO. There have been some home runs in the Ideas theme, so we need to break down this theme into segments to see if we can unlock the most profitable sets in the Ideas theme. Towards the end of this video, I'll reveal what looks to be the secret to find LEGO Ideas winners. There were 55 sets under the Ideas theme from the years 2010 to 2023 so far. There are 6 sub-themes. As we look at each one, there's really not a lot of difference on how much the value has increased each year. Now the promotional is higher at 16.10%, but that's only because you're basically getting those for free. When you look at the scientific, astronomy, license sets, NASA, and the no theme sets, you're right around that 9 to 10%, so really no difference. So we'll need to examine the data to get the whole picture. As I said, the promotional sets tend to do better since their cost of goods is so low, plus their supply is lower than LEGO sets that you can buy from LEGO or retail stores. So in this case, we'll disregard them. We'll need to zero in on what retail sets to invest in. Now let's take a quick look at the lifespans on some of the common idea sets. As you can see, 21319 Central Perk had the longest lifespan of 40 months. So that's definitely a red flag for a set that will most likely not be a good investment if you want to make money within 2 to 4 years after it retired. So let's look at the data. Central Perk had a retail price of $59.99. The set was in stores from September of 2019 to January of 2023. It's been retired for about 5 months, and it's currently selling for right around its retail price of $60. So with reselling fees, it's still a loss. So let's take a look at another Ideas set that was basically the opposite of Central Perk when it comes to lifespan. The 21311 Voltron set had a retail price of $179.99 and had a 16-month lifespan. It retired in December of 2019, and it's seen a continuous rise in value since then. It's now selling for about $450 on eBay. Now lifespans tend to matter regardless of the theme, but it tends to matter a little more with Ideas, because here's where you see LEGO tends to re-release sets and will occasionally keep a set on the market for over 3 years like Central Perk. Now let's take a look at what I call the real data, the data that really matters. Let's look at the LEGO Ideas sets that have been home runs and try to figure out why they performed so well after retirement. There were several sets, but I've narrowed it down to 2 that I believe unlock the secrets of the LEGO Ideas theme. The first was the 21310 Old Fishing Store, a set that retailed for $149.99 and retired in October of 2018. It had a 13-month shelf life. It is currently selling for about $550 on eBay. The second set is 21322 Pirates of Barracuda Bay. It retailed for $199.99 and retired in November of 2021. It had a 19-month shelf life and is currently selling on eBay for around $340. So it's increased by about $140 in less than 2 years after retirement. I looked at several other examples, and here are my conclusions on how to pick a winning LEGO Ideas set. First of all, this is what in my opinion didn't matter. The price point had no effect on how successful the Ideas set was. Also, the minifigures in the set didn't matter. In fact, most LEGO Ideas sets have very poorly valued figures in them. There were some exceptions, but Ideas is nothing like Star Wars or Marvel themes when it comes to high-priced minifigures. Now here's what made a great investment. Shelf life played a part in the value. It wasn't a make or break, but as long as it was under 2 years. There is one set that has a chance to break this rule, and that's the 21325 Medieval Blacksmith set. So we'll see if that can be the exception. The next aspect was nostalgia. It's important to realize that the LEGO Ideas theme really pulls at the heartstrings of AFOL collectors, and LEGO is dialed in when it comes to pinpointing who has the money to spend on the larger, incredibly designed sets. Now for the last and most important, and that's content. There was a high correlation between certain types of content that I believe gives you the best chance at a good LEGO Ideas investment. Licensed sets that specifically targeted certain adult collectors like the 21306, the Beatles' Yellow Submarine was a good example of this. It seems like pop culture like the 21103 DeLorean Time Machine is another good example. Probably why so many investors are buying the new DeLorean Time Machine set. So you really need to zero in on certain ideas sets that are targeted by die-hard collectors. Right now, I'm not super high on any one particular set, but if I had to pick one set that meets all this criteria, I think it would be the 21333 Vincent van Gogh The Starry Night set. It wouldn't surprise me if this set did double in value about 2 years after retirement. As I mentioned before, I also like the Blacksmith set, but I am disappointed that LEGO looks like they're going to have it available for well over that 24-month shelf life. A quick side note before I go, the original 4.58% annual growth that I talked about earlier in the video for the Ideas theme really was skewed by so many sets that are still available and sets like Central Perk that have shown essentially a 0% increase since the set was released 4 years ago. So that number from Brick Economy was a little misleading for me. So don't worry too much about that number. We've examined what to look for in order to pick a winning LEGO Ideas set. So with LEGO Ideas, I really don't think price point matters that much, so don't let the larger sets scare you away from investing in them. Now, I didn't go into supply and demand too much. I really wanted to just stay focused on looking at historical winners. LEGO Ideas is a great investment theme, but LEGO is releasing a lot of different sets every year now. And in my opinion, it's important to zero in and pick only a few potential winners based on historical success. Well, that's what I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you something to think about. Please like and subscribe to the channel and leave any comments on what you think about this video. There are many more videos on the way. Thanks for watching and keep building your LEGO empire.